If your kitchen air is worse than outside, no supplement fixes that. We can take omega-3s, creatine, magnesium, collagen, and the most expensive green powder on the internet. But if dinner turns the kitchen into a tiny pollution event, the first upgrade is not another capsule. It is ventilation, smarter cooking, filtration, and eventually changing the heat source when possible. This is not a panic video. It is not a political video. Nobody is coming through the window to steal grandma's cast iron skillet. This is a source control video. Gas stoves matter because they burn fuel inside the home. That combustion can create nitrogen dioxide, or NO2, along with other combustion byproducts. NO2 is an airway irritant. It can bother the eyes, nose, throat, and respiratory tract, and it is especially relevant for people with asthma, COPD, young kids, and homes with poor ventilation. But here is the nuance: gas is not the only problem. Cooking itself creates particles. Frying, sautéing, roasting, broiling, baking, and burning food can release PM 2.5, tiny particles small enough to travel deep into the lungs. So the cleanest line is this: cooking makes particles. Gas makes particles plus combustion gases. Induction removes the flame. It does not make bacon magically particle-free. That is why the real hierarchy is simple. Reduce the source, capture what you can, exhaust it outside, and filter what remains. Now let's start with NO2. Gas and propane stoves can raise nitrogen dioxide levels beyond the kitchen. The stove may be in one room, but the exposure is not. Air does not respect the open concept floor plan. Studies have found that NO2 can move through the home and stay elevated after cooking. That matters because people often cook dinner, turn off the burner, and assume the exposure is over. But indoor air has a memory. This is especially important in smaller homes, apartments, homes with children, and homes where the range hood is weak, recirculating, or never used because it sounds like a helicopter with unresolved issues. Now PM 2.5. Fine particles from cooking are not a gas stove only issue. Electric, induction, and gas cooking can all make particles because the food, oil, and high heat are part of the emission source. High heat frying is usually worse than boiling or steaming. Burning food is worse than not burning food, which is also a helpful cooking tip for marriage. So if we switch from gas to induction, we remove combustion pollutants from the stove, but we still need ventilation for particles from cooking. This is where the range hood comes in. The range hood is not protective just because it makes noise. It has one job: capture the pollution plume and move it away from your breathing zone. The key word is capture. A hood can have a fan. It can have lights. It can sound dramatic. It can make you feel like you are launching a small aircraft over the pasta pot. But if it is too shallow, too high, too weak, too loud to use, or does not cover the front burners, it can miss a lot of the pollution. Research on residential hoods shows capture efficiency varies widely. Back burners are generally captured better than front burners. That gives us one of the easiest kitchen upgrades: use the back burners when possible. The back burner is not just for the pot you forgot about. It is usually where the hood works better. And turn the hood on before the burner starts, not after the kitchen already smells like seared salmon and life decisions. Use the highest fan setting you can tolerate. If the high setting is too loud, use medium instead of nothing. The best range hood is the one that turns on. Now the uncomfortable truth: many people do not use the hood consistently. Sometimes it is loud, sometimes it is weak, sometimes people forget, sometimes it is recirculating and feels pointless. But hood use is one of the biggest behavior levers. It is not glamorous. It will not get a supplement sponsorship. It just works better than breathing the plume. Now let's talk about recirculating hoods. A ducted hood sends air outside. A recirculating hood pulls air through a filter and blows it back into the room. That is not the same thing. A recirculating hood may help with grease and odor, but it should not be sold in your mind as a chimney. If the air comes back into the room, the pollution did not leave the house. For particles, a filter can help. For gases like NO2, removal is much harder. Some carbon filters may reduce some gases and odors, but they need enough carbon, good design, and regular replacement. This is why a recirculating hood is partial help, not full ventilation. Now portable HEPA. A good HEPA purifier can reduce cooking particles, especially if it is sized correctly, placed near the kitchen or open living area, and run on high during and after cooking. But HEPA is for particles. It does not magically erase NO2. For gases, we need ventilation, source control, or meaningful activated carbon. HEPA helps with the PM 2.5 lane. It is not a force field against combustion gases. So if you have a gas stove and a recirculating hood, the strategy is: use the hood anyway, open a window when outdoor air is decent, run a properly sized HEPA purifier for particles, and consider carbon if odors and gases are a major concern. Now induction. Induction is not a moral identity. It is just a way to cook without burning fuel in your breathing zone. Induction uses electromagnetic fields to heat compatible cookware directly. It is fast, responsive, efficient, and it removes the combustion source from the kitchen. That is the big indoor air advantage. Studies where homes switched from gas to induction have found large reductions in indoor NO2. That makes sense because the flame is gone. But induction has downsides. It requires magnetic cookware. Cast iron works, many stainless steel pans work, aluminum, copper, glass, and some stainless pans do not unless they have a magnetic base. Full induction ranges can be expensive and may require electrical work. Portable induction burners are cheaper and renter-friendly, but they are usually one burner, so they are more of a strategic substitution than a full kitchen replacement. There is also a learning curve. Induction heats fast, very fast. The first week can feel like the stove went to college and came back judging your old habits. But for indoor air, induction is one of the highest leverage upgrades because it removes combustion at the source. Now here is the action plan. Level 1. If you have gas tonight, use the hood every time. Turn it on before cooking. Use back burners when possible. Use the highest fan setting you can tolerate. Open a window or door when outdoor air is decent. Do not use the gas stove or oven to heat the home. Make sure you have a working carbon monoxide alarm. Level 2. If your hood recirculates, treat it as partial help. Replace filters as directed. Add a properly sized HEPA purifier for particles. Run it on high during cooking and for a while afterward. Level 3. If you rent and cannot change the stove, reduce burner time. Use an electric kettle, toaster oven, air fryer, slow cooker, pressure cooker, or portable induction burner for high-use tasks like boiling water, eggs, oatmeal, rice, soups, reheating, and simmering. Level 4. If you own and can upgrade, prioritize induction plus a ducted range hood that vents outdoors. If remodeling, plan the exhaust path early. A beautiful hood that recirculates is less useful than a plain hood that actually sends pollution outside. The final takeaway is simple. The most expensive supplement stack in the world cannot cancel out air we breathe every day. Gas stoves add NO2 and other combustion pollutants. Cooking of any kind can add PM 2.5. Range hoods help when they capture the plume and vent outside. Back burners help. Windows help. HEPA helps particles. Carbon can help some gases. Induction removes combustion from the kitchen. If you cannot switch, you still have options. If you can switch, induction is one of the cleanest indoor air upgrades available. If this gave you a practical plan, tap like, subscribe to Longevity Compass, and check the description for our Amazon KDP book and tools like portable induction burners, HEPA purifiers, carbon monoxide alarms, and kitchen ventilation helpers. Because longevity is not only what we swallow, it is also what we breathe while making dinner.